Hello everybody, hoot hoot, hoot hoot. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, Noble Owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinnox, and welcome to my art stream. Hoot hoot everybody, how are you doing? Let's see, hoot hoot VOD gang, thanks for dropping by, thanks for checking out the stream on VOD. Let me say hello to all of you. Hey KK! Hello Nani, hello Kyuya, hello Chubby, hi Yuki, hi Tvini, hi Miri Mage, hello Maki, hello Ahmad, and hi Monster. Hoot hoot everybody, happy weekend. I hope everyone's off to a good start of the weekend. Hey Helix, welcome. Hoot hoot to everybody, yeah. How are you doing? Let me position myself a little better. There we go. Hi. Still sick, I'm starting to get better. I'm glad. It took me a while to get better from my cold as well. I hope you feel better soon. Came in at the start. Yeah, you totally did. You all keep surprising me. I'm kidding. Stormy evening? But otherwise good on my end. Were you able to stay away from the storm? I kind of find storms pretty comfy unless I have to go out in them. You need motivation to draw, so this is good timing. Heck yeah. It's always good timing. Fashionably timed owl. Think it's a cold? Damn, it's painful. Yeah, I getcha. It could be if it's a flu, it can even like hurt your muscles and everything too. But I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm still drinking my ginger lemon tea. I'm almost having cravings. Maki, hello owl kitty. I won't be owl cat today, but occasionally I am known to put on cat ears, yeah. Hi Fluffy, welcome. Yeah, I hope you get better soon, Monster. Okay, so what much can I oh yeah I have something I need to touch upon. Let's see, let me go fetch the right thing here. Just a moment please. Okay, let's see if I'm able to change this. Sorry, I should have done this in the beginning. Save, there you go. Okay, so I've updated my rules. On stream. Just added a couple of lines that I found kind of important. You might not be able to read it in the description right now if you're already on stream, but when you update you can read them. Basically I've added two things that I would like you all to keep in mind. One is to please keep chat light. Don't discuss any heavy subjects or politics and such. I'd rather it be a safe space for everybody to be in, and this is not the time and place to be discussing anything heavy. I'm here to have a nice comfy time and people are here to watch it, so I would really be happy if you could respect that. And also I've added, please do not disclose your age or discuss and speculate other people's age. It's very easy to date yourself with references. It's easy to like suddenly say that you're done with whatever you do as your current occupation, and you know it can't be helped, and it's easy to brush off. But when you straight up say that, specify your age, and you whatever age you might be, it's dangerous to do so on the internet. You never know who's watching. I already had a stream where I had a lot of people drop by and I saw some comments that were very unsavory, which, you know, I removed, but the people can still see and watch chat anyway, even if they're banned. So please keep in mind that And the internet in generally is not a safe place to just be very open about everything. I'm not one to judge, but I would rather, for your and my own sake too, that we all stay safe, so we can have this safe space together. Okay? And you know how it goes. If you're acting out, I will remind you. If you're acting out too much, I will time you out from the get-go. But no one's ever been timed out for a full stream. It's usually like a minute or 5 minutes just to make a point. But if you yeah, some things I just don't overlook. Hey Octavia. Yeah, that's good. It's for my sake and for your own sake as well, right? Saved like a game file. Heck yeah. What happened? No, I just covered that I added some more, a couple of new rules. It should show up on the channel description. There's just quite a lot of them. But I felt like I wanted to add the lines of keeping chat light, not to discuss heavy subjects or politics and stuff, and also to not disclose your age or discuss or speculate about someone else's age. That's basically what I'm just covering, and that's all. The rules should be like, you know, listed. You can check the stream description, the channel description. They should all be there. I'll make sure that it's updated everywhere too. So yeah, with that said, yes, I believe, what was it, Miri Mage? We are rendering bananas today. But I wanted to talk about 100-ton battle mechs. That's fine, we can talk about 100-ton battle mechs. I don't feel like, oh, I get what you mean, it's a heavy topic. I actually thought of that too when I wrote it. I actually wrote like, do not discuss heavy topics. I'm sure someone's gonna say like, okay, so we can talk about feathers, or I'm not allowed to talk about giant tanks. I already saw that one coming and I still fell for it. But I think you guys know what I mean either way, so yeah. There's also a line about keeping chat relevant to the point where, I mean, we can talk. If you're doing small talk, we do small talk. There's no problem, you know. What are you playing? What are you into? And you say giant battle mechs, that I'm fine about talking about that. But just dropping by and suddenly changing the topic completely of like, well, I don't know what we're talking about, but I am, you know, I'm doing something completely different, and I want to be validated. That's not stuff that I'm really keen about, because you're trying to hog attention, and we're all just trying to have a nice, comfy time here. So yeah, welcome everybody. Let's draw a bit. I should also say welcome, Soup, I suppose. Is weather political? No, weather isn't political. I think you know when a subject is political or not. So yeah. Let me open up the monkey, and we can start rendering. I got some lo-fi music that I'm okay to be playing with, so to be playing on stream, and that's kind of pretty good, because I really like lo-fi for it. So we're gonna try them out. Usually sometimes songs can be nice, but if you're listening to them for hours on end, they get a bit naggy. So I just want to try that, see how it goes, okay? Because I generally really like lo-fi, but a lot of the songs I listen to I cannot play on stream without probably getting in trouble. Who are we drawing today? We're drawing Leon senpai, Sarugaku Leon Jr. So Let me find it. I think I called them the last three senpai. Lasto senpai. There we go. Rion. There we go. And I got it. Okay, let's go. Go to the art scene. You're like monkey. You saved me. Why? Monkey. Oh, he's got a banana. Get down. But yeah, Leon, Sarugaku, Leon senpai is his name, is my senpai in globie. And he likes FPS games. He's pretty good at them. So I figured we would draw him in like an action setting, right? But he's cool, but he's also very funny and likes memes. So I figured, you know, let's make it a little funny. Yeah, well, let's start with merging everything on him, the colors we come back to. And let's try the lo-fi then. Is the... Thank you very much, I'm glad you like it. Oh, do you know the BGM? This is like from, you know, royalty-free stuff and whatnot, so you might have found it from somewhere else. Where have you heard it as well? I'm just really happy to have found the BGM. Oh, I'm sure. I know there's a lot of holo mem that use the same website. Yeah, for sure. I got more of them. Do you recognize something like this or? Hello, Kyodusk. Finally got time for your stream. Thank you. I'm glad. We've sketched up 3 senpai. I can show off the other 2 as well. But we're gonna start with Leon. I've done Leon. I've done Luca senpai. This is just a sketch, right? This is kind of the concept. Yeah, and I also use Who's BGM as well. That kind of happens when everyone shops at the same place. And speaking of Who, Taring Who. Also, it's gonna be the last of the portraits. I think it looks really nice. The pose and it turned out really nice. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna have I got 4 different lo-fi tracks to play. So we're gonna listen to them a little bit at a time. And we'll see. So yeah, rendering time, I suppose. I'm gonna use a little bit more like separate layers to kind of figure out the lighting a bit, because there's a lot of lighting behind them. It kind of needs to be a little bit more in the shadow. It needs to be a little bit more dramatic, I think. Hey Aki, you all made it. Don't worry. We just barely started, really. Hello from the Philippines. Hello. I'm not sure how you greet in the Philippines. How do you greet in the Philippines? I know that's not Tagalog. Salamat. That's like Indonesian, isn't it? Just hello. Just hello. I've been very surprised learning more Tagalog words. A lot of it sounds very Spanish for appropriate reasons, you know. But yeah, it's really interesting. I like me some languages. Hello from Vietnam. Actually, it's really interesting to know where you guys are from. Kamusta? Really cool. Magandang. Magandang? Both are thank you, if I recall correctly. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Oh, the salamat means thank you. Ah. So I know in Indonesian it's salamat pagi, salamat malam. Or good morning, good evening. I cannot read that. No, but that's fine. Good morning, adobo. Reina senpai, Reina Rondonea senpai. I saw Reina call chicken adobo adobito, and it just made me laugh. I love the diminutive words. Do you guys know of the diminutive words? That means when you make something sound small. Yeah. I think it's really funny. Dutch also has diminutive words. Swedish does not, actually. You have to call small or big something in the beginning of it. Who is that? The picture? The picture? This is my senpai. Leon. Sarugaku Leon. Doing like, you know, tricking you into like the last stand of the game, because he's playing like he's in a battle royale situation, and then he just turns around and pulls a gun at you, but it's actually a banana. It goes like checkmate. Junior normal Tagalog. That what? I don't know Hoot language. Hoot language is basically a pun language, where you make things into owl. You know, if you say something is hot, you say something is hoot. Like when you post things on social media, you are working with or against the owl algorithm instead of algorithm. That's how hoot works. Okay, I need to bring up my references. There we go. Oh yeah, also we had the envelope to do, right? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, is that I gave everyone a puzzle to solve. This one right here. I have not practiced, so we'll see if it works out. Wait, why banana? Because Leon senpai is cool, but also funny and silly, so I figured, you know, he's also a monkey. He's Monkey King. I'll be back. Exactly. So, the puzzle I gave out yesterday is we have to draw this with one line, and you can't go back the same line. This is like elementary school puzzle, right? And this is essentially how my love for puzzles started. Sun Gokong, yeah, exactly. It's based off of that for sure. So in order to do this with one stroke, we'll see if I can manage it, because I have not practiced. Let's see. I'm thinking something like this. And done. Now there was a challenge I remember yesterday, that if we can do it without crossing these lines. So not allowing the lines to cross makes it already so much trickier. I don't know if it's how this is gonna work out. Is it gonna be something like this instead? Oh, never mind, I actually did it. Okay, there we go. We solved it. That is the puzzle. Done. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I work with color. I do add color later. Let me show some of the others I've done. This is my Pippa senpai, my penguin senpai. And we have, I mentioned Reina Rondonea, my cat senpai. Oh, never mind, I forgot I'm too smart, lol. Oh, Plumies, you know me so well. So, oh yeah, also I did Miel senpai, of course. Miel. Where's Miel? Here you go. So VTuber agency just based off of animals. Yes. I am an owl, as you know. We are based off of animals, yes. We're very international, I would say, based off of different animals, and also we are of different backgrounds. Some of us speak more languages than others, but we are definitely from different places, and kind of converge and, you know, share that with each other. What do you think is the hardest part of the body to draw? The international zoo that is globie. Yes, exactly. And hello, Joe. All right, a morning stream here in the States. Yeah, for sure. Happy weekend, everybody. Happy weekend. I hope you're having a good time wherever you are. The trickiest part of the body to draw. I will say the torso. And I'm not talking detailed torso. I'm talking just in generally to get the bones right. In anything. And I'm doing like I'm torso not the torso. What am I saying? Like the pelvic area, the hips. It's based in EU, but it's global. It's in the name. It says it's called globie. No VTubers? Yeah, I said torso, but I meant the like the pelvic area. Like whenever I draw out like a lower area, let's say that it's down here, right? Usually when doing it with a like a mannequin sketch, you usually can, you know, just kind of do it like something similar to this, right? And then you have the legs. I feel like this part here is tricky to get right. It's very easy to just go like, oh, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Doesn't work that way. Especially if you're drawing a girl. Girls have like the hip bones. It's better to be thinking about the joints kind of working like this instead. Because you should kind of like, aside from the rib cage to like the belly, it already starts going outwards, but then you also have a bit of bone. Exaggerated now, okay? Bit of bone, and then it goes down, and then the thigh starts. It's not one line, right? The thigh starts on its own because obviously it can move, so then you do like the thigh. And that's if you want the gap and stuff like that. This part is generally difficult to get really good. It's very easy to just kind of done, but no. So that part usually has me looking up. I need to. That goes for outfits and everything too. If you don't get the foundation, the basic curves right, the outfit you put on top is gonna look strange too. Globie is an international suit. Yeah. And a Polish cow can speak Italian. Hey, I live in the Netherlands, but I can speak Swedish, Spanish, and English, so. Of een klein beetje Japans. Faces can be very tricky. I was saying that before, that when is the volume of the music okay, by the way? I feel like I should ask now that we've been playing it for a while. Audio is good, Naisu. Faces can be tricky. I've always said that. I was asking last time I was drawing. I don't know if you guys have that, but I have my style of drawing, right? I have my style of drawing. Obviously the face is not exactly like Leon's face, but I feel like when trying to draw another character, I think it's important to keep in mind the features of that character, like what signifies, or what symbolizes that character. Is the face long? If you draw a character and give them a nose that is too small, it already kind of stops looking like the character. I'm not saying you have to copy their style exactly, but you should. If they have a long nose, you should draw a long nose in your style, you know? Because at some point, even if it's fan art, right, it'll look like another character cosplaying the character you're drawing, you know what I mean? And it's okay to draw the faces, the eye and faces, as closely to the original as you can too. It's quite fascinating. My mind was blown when I saw someone who was like a big fan of like I call it the face anatomy, the facial anatomy, right? My mind was kind of blown when I saw someone just do a like 10-minute sketch that looked way more like the character than someone that had been working for like 8 hours on their picture. Because it just, sure, it was a nice picture, it was well rendered, but the character kind of didn't look like the character. And that made me think, right? Because at the time I was not paying too much attention about that stuff, but it was kind of like, man, that's a lot of effort. And sure, it's fan art and it's meant to be dedicated to the character, of course, but if they had changed a little bit of the face to not make it look like the same face, it would definitely have looked like the character. I don't know. Might have been overthinking on my part, but I feel like there was something there that made me think about characters in a different light. Because I used to be very comfortable just doing the same face and character style that I always would do, and then just change the hair, you know? So of course, I don't want to be preaching do's or don'ts. That's not what art is about. Art is supposed to be fun. Art is supposed to be enjoyable. So you do it whatever way you do, you'll get improvement nonetheless. You keep getting experience. No one takes experience away from you. Hey Citrina, welcome. Okay, I really like that lo-fi loop. I'm gonna try the next one. I love listening to lo-fi in the evening. Sometimes I've fallen asleep to it. Hello, Natsu. You guys didn't see my retweet. Natsu made a cosplay of me, and I am nuts about it. It's so good. Let me find my references again. There we go. Dion. Oh, they're not here. There we go. Yeah, all right, I can get away with this. It's fine. Miri, Mage, Citrina, like Citri, Miri, and Natsu, the holy, the Trinity is assembled. Hey everybody, hope everyone's having a nice start of the weekend. But yeah, very interested, very fun to hear where everyone is from actually. A troublesome 3. I think I think everyone does a good job. They're keeping the vibes nice. I have I'll say that again, that I added a couple of lines to my rules. Mostly one that says to not disclose or discuss age. Because of things that have been said on this channel that past week, it just made me think that it's probably a better idea to just have it as a rule and enforce it like that, and ask people not to reveal their age, you know? It's okay if it's like you're mentioning something, like depending on if you work or something, whatever, like that can be brushed aside, but yeah. It's mostly to protect anyone that might be a minor. Like, we never know what people are gonna come in from, whatever. They might be recommended to come in and check out my stuff from. That reminds me, did I even Did I add it? Not. There we go. Okay. I fixed to. Didn't add anything. I was just checking my tags. Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm not gonna be reinforcing mainly. I just don't want people that are minors come in and say that they are, because of certain comments I've already seen in chat that were kind of icky. You know, those that I've taken care of, but the people might still be around watching. Of course, you can, like, it's kind of difficult. I will probably date myself. It's easy to date oneself by by just saying something that you grew up with, or you know, that's it can't be helped. I just don't want it to become like a discussion of like someone making it a specific like like I think someone at one point, someone was saying like, looking for it like, what does this mean? And then someone went like, not in this chat, but I saw some in another chat, someone went like, oh, they don't know what that is, Zoomer confirmed, or whatever, you know. And then kind of like, don't do that, just it's a genuine question, you know, don't make it an age thing. But yeah, please, like, don't think too much about, you know, if it's gonna date anything, that reference that you're gonna make or something's gonna date you, that's fine. I just don't want people to come in and say that they are 13 or something, because it's not a safe place to be to just be disclosing that. You never know who's gonna be watching, you know. Like just saying like, oh yeah, I went to college or something, you already are kind of like, okay, there's a general age group that goes to college, but that can't be helped, you know. I remember seeing a comment, I can't remember if it was after a raid or if it was someone just dropping in, because we had some good, like, the algorithm was blessing us, but it was like, oh, lots of girls here, nice. That just irked me in so many ways. And don't worry, if I see stuff like that, I will be removing it. If I have moderators, they will also be instructed to take care of stuff like that, because I want to keep it a safe space. But yeah, even if I ban them or, like, you know, block them from chat, they can still read chat, they can still look at stuff, so we gotta be careful, and we gotta protect others too. Yeah, I saw that, very uncomfortable. Yeah, we gotta protect each other too, so if you guys can remind people, not be harsh with them, you know, just in case of. Also, of course, I have something that it says like keep chat relevant as well, as a way to not have people hog away attention from with something irrelevant. I would say that if like once, or if probably once, I end up having moderators in my streams and stuff too. Those rules are also gonna apply to the moderators. Like, I know there are some streamers that like the whole, like, their moderators have a kind of will be bullying the streamer kind of thing. I always feel that if it says that your rules say that you should be respectful, then you cannot be encouraging disrespectful behavior from your viewers and stuff like that. It's that, or you remove the rule. Lead by example. I try to. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much, Natsu. I'm glad you like it. And Sidri, is it later than you thought? Oh no, hurry. Take care, Sidri. Thanks for dropping by. This is I didn't mean for it to become a very serious topic like this. We're gonna go back to the comfy in just a moment. Like, I feel like it's important to touch upon. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Sarugaku Leon senpai is a very reliable, very nice guy. He's been very alert to help us Kohai as we've joined into the our main server, and you know, getting our game set up and stuff. But yeah, the other portraits I've done have a little bit more of like a painted style to them. This one is a little bit, it's gonna have a different vibe. This one is not gonna be as painted. It's gonna be a little bit more sharply rendered because it just fits the setting, right? Let's look at the reference. Okay. Man, this lo-fi is gonna be dangerous for me too if I'm ever sleepy. This is the same kind of vibes I would listen to in the evenings. Like whenever I do my evening drink, that is usually lo-fi playing. Yeah, if you're new here, if you're watching my art stream, and if you're an artist or just generally curious, it's completely okay to ask me any art related questions, anything like how you know, how I got started, or like how certain things are approached. I already got like one that was like, which part do you find the most difficult to draw? Definitely just drop the questions, and I will be covering them. Sometimes I try to make an example like I did before, to kind of illustrate and explain things. I like teaching. I'm self-taught mostly. Like, sure, I've read like theory books and everything like that, but I've not gone to school for art or anything like that. So a lot of the stuff that I've learned has been trial and error, right? So with that in mind, I kind of feel like I kind of want to help people not have to put in as much trial and error if possible. Of course, you still need to experiment and try the theoretical bits out yourself to reach certain conclusions. What works, what doesn't. Something that works for me is not automatically going to work for you. What I can offer are tools, and then it's up to you if you use the tools to build something, or just take the knowledge of how to use those tools and just take them with you. I always find it easier and more constructive to get tips and feedback that lets you build upon what you already have going on, than the destructive kind that will like tell you to not do something, like stop doing something completely. That is just very destructive and not very helpful. Usually people draw a specific way because they have a preference, or it's just a habit, or whichever, and there's always a way to bend or modify or change a habit in order to make it work better, rather than, you know, it's almost like you wouldn't go up to like a left-handed person and tell them to use the right-handed stuff, you know. That's completely that's so wrong to begin with. Granted, there are people that are like that, but I try not to be. What kind of hair shines do you guys like on anime characters? Drawing the shine of the hair, you can do it in so many different ways. I am mainly character focused. I have drawn backgrounds. They take a while though. So generally, since I'm character focused, mostly with portraits and stuff like that, I will draw like blurred backgrounds. Detailing a background right now is suffering a bit. Yeah, I get that. It's with backgrounds, I feel like it takes longer to see where it's going. I think if you've heard the term trust the process, it is the most like applicable for drawing backgrounds. Like the halos, like the yeah, I know of that one. It's kind of like, you know, that goes from left to right, and it's kind of just kind of done something like this, right? It just follows the hair. But yeah, it's whenever I've done backgrounds, it's usually been like, you know, kind of the same painterly style. Depends on the shine, which hair shine fits best. Crown shape, I get that. I like those shines because they also emphasize which way the head is going, right? Like for this one, it would be like one that goes, you know, that does this, rather than one that does this. I know some people like insist on still doing it by habit, but it doesn't make sense to do one that's shaped like that because his head is kind of aligned like this. I like that, especially with the line arted picture. It's really nice to do like the hair shines underneath the line art and just kind of just on top of all the coloring, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I've drafted a schedule for next week, by the way. I usually show it during my Saturday art streams. I have drafted a schedule. It's not 100% sure yet. Of course, the one I post tomorrow will be the one I go for. If you're curious what's coming up next week, is a game I'm really excited to play. It's called another Code Recollection. It's on the Nintendo Switch. I'll see if I can get everything set up properly. But Another Code is a puzzle oriented game, story driven puzzle game, and it's a remake of an old game. Now I bought like a Nintendo DS late from like a friend or something at one point, and with the DS I got a bunch of games, and that's how I got introduced to a lot of the popular older, like, you know, Nintendo DS title stuff. You know, like Ace Attorney and those kind of games that were popular during that time. Another Code was a launch title. It was called Trey's Memory in elsewhere. And basically what it did was kind of show off the different functions of the Nintendo DS. You know, it had a microphone, it had like 2 screens. So at the time it had puzzles like, you know, you have a I don't know, you have like a little fan, like a little propeller, and then you could blow at the microphone, like whoo, and then the propeller would start spinning because it kind of read off of the microphone. So what I'm curious now is that what they're gonna do with the Switch, because there was a sequel that I completely missed as well on the Nintendo Wii. There was a sequel that follows up on the story of the first one, And the so that one I completely missed. And the first one is like a mystery thing, you know, like a young girl is kind of in an island, like travels to an island in search of her father or something like that, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time now. So yeah, I want to have a go at that. That's why we're not gonna be revisiting The Witness next week. It's gonna be later. So we'll set that up and have a go. Another puzzle island, exactly. Although I'd remember these puzzles not being as tricky. I don't think we have to draw lines between things. I don't think there are blocks involved. I hope not. No, I remember the story being quite nice. I played it, kind of just started off, tried it out on the DS, and I got through the whole thing, you know. Like the story had me hooked. I believe the same makers of the game also made a lot of other mystery titles on the DS that were pretty good too. Like I completely lucked out on that pack of games because it wasn't the usual stuff. The friend I bought it off of had like a lot of the they liked anime games, sure, but I didn't get the likes of the Marios and the Zeldas, but instead I got like the Castlevanias, the Ace Attorneys, the like this one, another Code. So very nice, very nice. Otherwise, usually when games are expensive for like a platform like the DS, you end up with like one or two non-mainline games, and then everything else is just everything else is just kind of like top rated stuff. Like usually for Nintendo consoles, everyone has a Zelda or something, you know, because that is the game you should get. So right now I'm just rendering hair. That is my jam, that is my thing. I'm just giving the hair the shape it has on his reference. Because VTubers, just like anime characters, have magical hair that just stays the same style unless they go through a character arc. His ponytail man bun kind of situation needs adjustments. So I'm also gonna do a kind of a blurring effect on this whole thing, like the light around him is gonna be a little bit more like glowed up, like this. Because the light from behind is gonna do things, so we'll that's what I'm planning at least. We'll see if that works out. I'm just following the shape of the hair. Also, I don't know if you saw the post today where I used the hand assets that was starting to make it make the rounds. The ones where they're holding, the viewers holding the hands, right? I saw it and I was thinking it doesn't look like the hands are holding in a romantic kind of way. It's looking like the point of view is actually like opening their fingers, like, oh no, please don't let go, you know, but the other person is just holding on to them. And I saw people were using them as this kind of like blushy romantic thing, but I'm kind of like, it doesn't look like it's meant as a romantic thing. So there you go. You got villain evil Vanderbos. On your case again about your Duolingo. Evil my Oshi. Quadrilingo bad route. Yeah, you did it too. with the cosplay, I love that. You even cosplayed evil. Very nice. Two in one deal. Hello, Yippee. How are you drawing today? I'm drawing my senpai, Leon senpai. Sarugaku Leon Jr. He's got a really cool gun point pose, but he's holding a banana, so that is what I'm working on with today. Could be, you know, could be cool, could be a gun, could be very edgy, but that's expected. Let's keep him guessing, Like, why a banana? Because I can. I'm pretty surprised how fast it went to kind of draw the banana like that. I guess all those drawing fruit practices actually paid off. Banana microphone. Is that a thing? Do people have banana microphones? What do you think about this topic, huh? Huh? Monkey bless. How is the heat in the Philippines around that area now? I just heard that it's been terrible. You can also use it as a banana phone. Oh my gosh. It has so many uses. You don't know what it is. It's very hot. Yeah, right. I've heard it's ridiculous. I hope everyone's staying cool. Ring, ring, ring. Banana phone. And it's raining heavily. Does that cool things off at least? Sometimes the heat and rain is just kind of becomes humid and unbearable, but I hope it cools things off a little bit. Oh, nice. I'm glad. Climate is a strange thing. I've been to some of the warmer parts of Europe, right? And yeah, it's pretty warm. But then, like, you know, people kind of would scoff at, lol, what? You guys have like 28 degrees. And you call that warm in Sweden or something, you know? But then the same people would come over and visit or something, would like be in Sweden around that time. And they'd be dying. Not really dying, but you know, the heat would really be getting to them, like, ah, what? Yeah, my bro. See, air conditioning is not common here. Not to mention that if you are working under these conditions without air conditioning, you're still expected to work. So it must be the humidity or something, right? The Middle European summer where you have anything between snow and scorching heat. The summer? Has it snowed during the summer? I mean, I know it's, I mean, it can hail. Definitely hail. Sudden ice thunderstorm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Some office settings might have like air conditioning or some other stuff, but it's only if it's like a newer like building or something. If you're doing a job in an old building that has not considered that already or does not prioritize, you know, they might say, oh, we have ventilation, yeah, but no air conditioning, so you're just moving hot air around. I remember working out at the gym at one point that, you know, once the summer heat started hitting hard, they just opened the windows because that was their solution. We just opened the windows, but it's like 32 degrees out there. You mean you don't have air conditioning or anything? Welp, that was my membership. Wow, they canceled school, then yeah, you know it's a bad thing. That's a blaze. That's a solar flare. Well, the hair could use a little bit more work, but it's looking nicer. Let's work on the outfit a little bit. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad they cancel it. It's like it's not just for the students, but even the teachers, everyone working there, like just becomes this kind of slow cooking oven, you know? Only 30 degrees over the principal's office. Yeah, that is very scummy. That might have worked one time, one place, one day, but yeah, that's I mean, technically, if someone sabotages the aircon, that would kind of... then the rules would play out, you know? Online classes make sense too. As much as it's nice to not to get to skip classes and stuff here and there, it's not fun if you fall behind in the curriculum. It's a lot of work to catch up. You know, canceled classes, a couple of them here and there, that's fine. That's good and all, but full seasons and stuff is not good. Well, sabotage the principal office AC it is, yeah, right? My mind is going into how would you sabotage the AC now? I'm not even that kind of person. And don't worry, I have a way. I already thought of a way. Nah, you have to get in there. You have to get in there. The principal is usually there. You have to get through the faculty to get to the AC. I mean, that's all obvious. You can just go in and remove some vital components and stuff. Of course you could do that, but realistically, you can't get in there unnoticed because usually there would be what? There would be like maybe a card, like a key card opening door, a code, or it's just the faculty offices and stuff. No, that is not the way. But you know what every AC needs and has to have? I don't know if I should be saying this. This is like condoning sabotage. What the hell is the schoolies on? No, I'm just saying like okay, heist. Okay, let's do heist arc. Obviously, like I used to like the faculty building actually had a code, like a key code to enter the faculty area. It wasn't very advanced, but obviously you would have the teachers in the way. Let's see, and then like you say, the secretary is also in usually. So yeah, it's not viable. Also, if you somehow go in there with some errand and then you were the last person seen, then it would be obvious that you sabotaged it, right? So A, we don't want to be the obvious culprit. And B, it has to be inconspicuous somehow. They cannot suspect. Where's this heisting coming from? I was never a heister. All right, so I got a possible solution. It's not suspicious if short-circuited, no, but you would need to peel the cables and stuff, so there still leaves evidence. Okay, for the sake of hearing the whole thing is, what does an AC need? Power, filters maybe. But unless it is a like a portable AC that you can just, you know, with wheels. If it's one that is mounted on the wall, it also needs an exhaust. It needs an exhaust. It needs a somewhere where the condensation can get, you know, kind of when it can get rid of the condensation, the water that forms. And that's usually just a pipe that is taken. Don't forget the coolant. Yeah, I suppose so. Although I had like an I've had like an electric portable one that doesn't use coolant. It's just it was just like an electrical charge one, but you still needed air exhaust, and also to empty the condensation, the water that builds. So usually when you have those kind of ACs that are built onto the wall, the pipes are let outside. Yeah. So, given the fact that if there are no security cameras, if you somehow manage to plug up the condensation exhaust, the condensation emptying pipe with something, sooner or later it would sabotage it. That's where my mind went, and that's quite the wazoo of an event. I'm too much in solving puzzle brain space. But hey, if the rules are set with some silly situations, then they better uphold them once it actually happens. Bing bong. That's a bell. Hello, hello. Is it Mason? Masin? You can find some gaps in the rules and comply with them, sure. But if there are other, usually it has to come from the people that enforce the rules, or you'll probably be on the losing end of it. Cat keeps biting the screen. Is it trying to bite me? No, no. Or my hand? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Bite the cat back. Oh no, I mean you're a bird. No! Kitty. No, cat. There you go. They love chasing feathers, that's true. That was a nice, that's a nice loop. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna try this one too. The cat thinks you're a snack, bro. Well, goodness. That cat accidentally has some riz. Oh my. Yes, okay. So how do we sabotage the principal AC? Well, by plugging up the exhaust from the outside of the building. If it can't get rid of the condensation water, it's gonna fill up and then stop working. And the hotter it gets, the more condensation. So you know that'll be that's my conclusion at least. Yeah, simple bubblegum. Some like, I don't know, cork from like a bottle of sorts, or heck, even like earplug or something, you know, those kind of ones that you can massage into shape. I don't actually know this, I'm just assuming. Bubblegum would work wonders, yeah. But you would leave DNA. If you're using a bubblegum that you chewed yourself. That's not okay, that's not good. Gotta think better. Man, we went places with that. Please don't try this at home. This is the disclaimer. Don't try this at home. This is purely speculative and discussion purposes behind this. Don't take me to jail. Yo, K is asking the right questions. What if you use bubblegum someone else chewed? Then you would be framing them. Damn. I didn't even think about it. It can be like a revenge story on top of getting a day off of school. You sure know your AZs. I've only owned one, and I've worked in I don't know where, like I've seen places with them. Then again, I don't know, like I've seen some other versions. It kind of just depends on it. That's just kind of the stuff that has been, like, you know, more common in Sweden. Exactly, you can't use it if it's already like that. So I don't know how we would pull it off, but the blueprint for the heist is there. And again, please don't do this at home. Don't actually go do it. After owning a portable AC myself at one point, it kind of made me realize how they work, you know. It kind of made me realize how the ones in the cars work, like why there's a little puddle every time, you know, if you're using them a lot during summer. It's just the condensation water that needs to be tapped out every so often. I won't do it at home, but no, don't do it at school either. People will find out. After that kind of talk, we should play like Thief Simulator or something like that. I can be a cat burglar. Ah, like a bowel girl. No, that didn't work. Never mind. Never mind. We went too far. That's a nice one. Not as good though with it has the vocals. A bit distracting. Let's try the last loop. Because of an owl. That's not gonna look good for you. They're just gonna, if they figure it out somehow and they come to me, why did you tell something lurks how to do this? And then I'll be like, who? Who? The train's coming. Okay, okay, okay. Take care, Natsu. Have a nice weekend. Don't go sabotaging any ACs, okay? Good thinker, don't tinker with the AC on the train, it's gonna be unbearable. Think of all the old people and the children. Actually, never mind the children, but they'll get noisy. So don't sabotage yourself like this. Headphones. Never mind the children. I love it here. You too, Natsu. Have a nice weekend. Vil quote of the day. I love the whole people getting noise cancelling headphones to avoid you know, in case of when traveling or something, cancel out the cries of the poor children that could not really, that didn't get a choice and had to come along for the trip, and also the less poor ones that are just you know, oh, nice. But the noise cancellation thing tends to cancel out low frequencies, so it's really good for, you know, the kind of the rumbles and stuff like that. But kids have a high frequency. Oh yeah, for sure. Although I honestly I don't think that's actually worked out my way properly for me. I just usually pick one of my other languages and kind of go like, what? I don't want them to get too close and suspect that I'm an owl anyway, so it's fine. Portable ACs are a scam. Why would you say that? Who are we drawing now? We're drawing Leon. Sarugaku Leon Jr. No me hablo English, por favor, please. Octavia, have you been doing your language classes? It doesn't sound like you've been doing your language classes. I can't use the noise cancellation headphones. I need to hear and see when the noisy kid accidentally trimmed. No, that is terrible. Don't wish bad stuff on them. They can't help it. Don't be mean to children. Kids have it rough enough. Gomina, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I know it's intentional. Por favor, como está la biblioteca? No, that sounded a bit too correct. My gosh, my plumies are evil too. Makes sense. Chaos is more fun. I suppose. So how are you doing, Maisie, by the way? I didn't say hello. Doing fine, Naisu. I'm glad to hear it. Depends on what you're drinking. If it's a weak drink with the name light, then use a lightweight. Speaking of drinking, I need to, let's see. I'm gonna make some more tea. There we go. There we go. Well, I was hoping for some, actually it's like 4 o'clock. I'm gonna have my snack. Do I have a snack? I do have a snack. Ayo. I have a field snack. An oat bar. I like my oat bars. Sometimes I'll have a cup of soup. But oat bars are easier to make for stream. You can get the first crunch, then I mute, you can see me chew. But you won't hear me chew. Alright, first crunch. There we go. Yeah, this one has some maple syrup. Usually oat bars will have like honey or something kind of binding it all together, kind of caramelizing it a bit. This one is maple syrup. I tend to want to do yeah, flavored bars, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not sure. This one is the granola bars tend to be a bit like, they have permission to go harass a child? No. the opportunity. Have you not learned anything from my tweet? If I say no, I mean no. Also, just because I said never mind the children doesn't mean I'm gonna condone violence on them. You asked, I said no. You do it anyway, you're doing it without my permission. You got anyone close that helped you with art critique? I mean, sure, I know multiple artists. How often do you get critique from them? Whenever I need it? If I find that something is strange or I need it to look good or something, I will ask for their permission or for their opinion. Yeah, that's basically it. It's like a second opinion kind of thing. It just like prompted second opinions, sure, you know. Depends on the critique I'm after. If it's something about does this look wonky, does this look weird, I know the perfect people to go to get some destructive criticism, but also honest opinions. Coffee flavor bar sounds nice. Basically, it's just a cereal bar, you know, like gathered oats and something you would find in muesli, like some kind of granola combination. Banana looks a bit gray. Yeah, I would say so. It better. Chocolate oat bars are quite common too. Yeah, it just depends on the brand as well. Sometimes you'll find oat bars like with candy, with like candy bars. Usually, but you would probably find them more like in the supermarket, closer to like, maybe closer to cereal stuff. I used to like to get critique from people in general because I was convinced that was a good way of improving, right? And it is. But there's also a way of like looking at your picture. There are, if you learn the theory, you can also, you know, look at your picture and spot the differences. I can't spot anything wrong with this right now. There might be, there probably is, but I can't spot it right now because I'm working on it, so I'm kind of blind to anything I've been working on right now. That's why it's important to either I do work with different parts of the drawing, so when you come back you look at it more objectively, or you take a break and then come back again and you're kind of like, no, that hand needs to move, you know. Depending on how much you know of the theory and why things don't look right. Sometimes you just don't want to hear it either, even from yourself, because like, oh, that's just going to be too much work to fix and it doesn't matter that much. But honestly, like the more you keep doing something, the more you keep drawing, the general better you get at drawing what you want to draw. When you start it's good and when the next day it looks trash. Well, I've never found that anything I've done ever looked trash. I love my old art. That's not to say that it didn't have a lot of flaws, but I love the concepts of it. The more you learn, the more maybe, like I had a period where I was learning a lot of like art theory, so I always tried to keep that in mind in everything I drew. But that ended up just kind of like me overthinking a lot of stuff. So sometimes it's just easier to just kind of let go of a lot of that and kind of think. You can do that when you're sketching because you're not trying to make it work yet, so all ideas are, all concepts are good, you know. Back, well, that's so cool, thank you. It's coming along pretty good. Still can't pick up pixel art again. Yeah, the easiest way to draw stuff is with inspiration, right? But it's inspiration is a little fickle, and sometimes it's also kind of confused with motivation. It's fine if you run out of motivation sometime, that you just shouldn't really force it. Now if you're doing work, then that's a completely different situation. Then you need to find your motivation in that you're working, you know. I think one of the toughest issues for young developing artists is probably the fear of critique. Usually got hurt from other young people developing who aren't good at critique. Exactly. The part of being hurt by other people who aren't good at critique is a very important trait in this, because I mentioned before on stream that I've known maybe 6 people in my life that are actually been good at giving constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is the kind of thing where you take what it is and you give some ideas. Like let's give an example. Let's take this let's say the face just looks like this for me, or something. It's already kind of rendered, so it's kind of difficult to make. Yeah, like this. They gave me like this. And then what should I do about something? What can I do about this? Or they show me, what do you think about this? That's a kind of like, that looks pretty good. I do notice that the face looks a little flat, maybe, if you're asking for actual feedback, right? One way you could fix that is by adding like a bit of a highlight here to kind of show that the nose is sticking out a little bit. And then I'm only adding to it. I'm adding like, you know, something to what exists. But I've seen other people kind of just go like, man, that nose looks ugly. Actually use those words. That's an ugly nose. You should just do it like they do with this other anime style, when they just kind of, you know, draw the nose like this. That's way better. It's like, sure, like the style changed, the style of the nose changed, and you might think that, yeah, that's better. It looks a little wonky here anyway, but people have actually said that to me. when they prefer to draw nose like this. And I get it, but that's very destructive because you erased what I already built. What I built, and then you just drew over it instead of adding something to it. You completely replaced it, and that's very destructive in my opinion. And yeah, no worries, Yuki. About the art, I mean. I'm just really serious when it comes to you know, consent. Because a lot of VTubers, a lot of streamers, entertainers probably feel like they're not in the right to complain if people do something to them, but no, actually you can say no, and if people do not appreciate that, then you get rid of them. Not in any dark way, I'm just saying, like, you just mute, you mute a block or whatever. You don't need people like that. Mods, make him disappear. Pull the lever, mods. You guys saw me smacking the hand away picture, right? I got a couple of replies where they straight up just went yes and then put more hands on me, like choking me and stuff. I was like, you know what? Hide reply, block, gone. You're showing me what kind of person you are. Disrespecting my personal space. Even if you meant it as a joke, it is not a joke to me. So, bye-bye. Hoot-bye. It is messed up. It is. There's been a lot of people posting that, but why not, or grr, or, you know, like, and I don't, sure if people mean it as a reactive thing, but people are acting very entitled. Like, but I want to do this thing to you that you don't want to be done to you. Now I feel conflicted and I feel wrong because I want to do it. You're not letting me. Yeah, well, too bad. That is not how asking for permission or consent works. And I am glad people really liked my post. I hope it shows people that you can actually say no. You can't stop me. Disappears. Yeah. What you gonna do about it? Just gone. But yeah, what were we saying about critique? Yeah, it's important to ask for critique. I think it's important to listen to opinions. You also should remember that there are no absolute truths. So if someone says that, yeah, this part doesn't look that good, you don't need to give those words the power to completely discourage you. If they don't think it looks good, then that's obviously their opinion, right? But if more people say it doesn't look good, then maybe they have a point. You know, at some point you also gotta realize that you'll get better with time. You know, you're not gonna draw a perfect thing from the get-go. Yeah, it also depends on what you want to achieve with your art. I mean, I feel like art needs to be enjoyable and everything, you know? But ultimately, if you want to go pro, if you want to really put yourself out there and make it like make it your your line of work, you cannot afford to be kind of like, but I don't want to hear what other people say about my work, because people are gonna tell you what they think about your work, because you're doing work for other people. But yeah, exactly. Like, there are many different ways. It's matter of this art it's art you wouldn't understand. Yeah, exactly. The classic one is when you are starting to learn and you're feeling like you're making progress, and then some people will say that it doesn't look that nice. Then it's easy to get defensive and start saying that it's my style, you know, whatever, it's a style choice. It's most of the time it isn't. But it's just like Mary Mage says, and I also mentioned it on stream before. The first and foremost thing is like, do you like, what do you want to achieve with your art? What do you want to achieve? Do you want to impress people? Do you want to grow big on social media? Do you want to find work? Do you just want to draw for fun? Because you really don't need to try as hard as someone that is trying to make it a living if you just want to draw for fun. So if you're still eager to gain skill and stuff like that, then you can't be drawing for fun, but you're also looking to improve, right? Starving artist money. Yeah, but a lot of starving artists start taking commissions and then they realize they don't like doing commissions because it doesn't let them draw what they want to draw. A little bit of real talk right now. I don't know if there's artists here that are striving for it. I don't want to really sugarcoat it all at that point. I've had my own experiences with it also. Yeah, it was a bit oof. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a bit harsh. A little bit too straight. That must be the Dutch part of me. But with that said, right, there are ways to market what you like to draw as a thing to sell. You can do prints. If you like to draw a specific fandom or a specific kind of thing, you can just go nuts and do prints. Just do prints and sell the prints at cons, start working, moving around, go attend the artist alleys of different conventions and sell the prints. Then you will be drawing what you want to draw. And it's going to show in your prints as well. They're going to be impressive. They're going to be fun. They're going to be, you know, if you are a fan of something and you are drawing something as a fan, it's going to show to other fans. It's like, oh, I love those characters too, you know? And then you can make an income from the different conventions. It takes a budget too. Like, you need to plan the budgets. You need to get, like, move around to the different cons. But I've known people that have made their living off of cons. They are con artists. No, they jokingly call themselves that, but it works out. They can work out. Let's see. You got a random message in Discord about that too? About which part? Sorry, I missed that. To be honest, I enjoy drawing others rather than drawing own OCs for no reason, but that's fine too. Con artist is still not a wrong term. I know, it's just a funny one because a con artist is someone that just tricks you. One concept artist's biggest complaint about client Blue Crystal Cave again. Yeah, but that's your job. When you are hired as a concept artist for a company, you're not hired for what your, you know, what your specialty is or what you want to draw. You're hired to draw what they want to draw, and you're essentially, you're not even an idea generator. You your job is to generate the visuals for the things they tell you to do. Now, if you work in a smaller company, if you work within like in the development studio, then you might have more freedom. But then you will also have all the all the responsibilities yourself too. I mean, about an artist asking if I want to commission. Yeah, there are bots, there are artists that go around asking people as well, obviously. If you are a streamer or somehow, or also a VTuber or something like that, people will target that and try to ask you for stuff. I mean, they do that because it might have worked out for them at some point, you know? They asked someone and they got business going. Like, I'm sure you would think that the bots, you're like, oh, people, the freaking bots are just so annoying. But I'm fairly certain they get business. Because they are programmed to react to the different key things of like, oh man, is there anyone I can commission? And then suddenly they're there, so they might get the first pick. But yeah, like art job, a Souls games concept artist, more swamps. Yeah. But also after Souls have like established their style, especially with Elden Ring and stuff, I'm sure those artists are already like, they're good at doing swamps. That is the best position you can get yourself as a freelancer, is if you are known for something. I've known many artists that have done concept work for card games, different style stuff and stuff too. And they would keep getting, like, if they specialized in one thing, like doing either it was environments or or like vehicles and objects. A misconception or something a lot of artists tend to want to do is be character designer, because, you know, the characters look so cool in video games and things like that. They want to be the ones to design them, but there are so many other jobs that one could cover too. You know, you can go into doing items and props or interface, like the whole UI interface design and stuff like that. What is MTG again? But it's like, yeah, Red Panda Yusho says, Blue Cave Crystal again? Meanwhile, the game, Blue Cave Crystal, the game, part 2. Magic the Gathering, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what's funny with the Magic the Gathering cards is that their print size is pretty small, you know. So the artists that do the lands are not particularly detailed. They kind of just skip out on a lot of details, but they're so good at doing the actual concept for it. That's also something that is important to remember. What are you drawing for? Like right now, this is just like a portrait picture I'm gonna do, and this is like 5 times bigger than I'm even gonna post it. So a lot of the details I'm working on right now, you're not even gonna be able to tell. But if you're gonna, this is for fun, this is for stream, so I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter that much. But if you're doing commissions or you're doing work, you might wanna consider like where you can speed it up, or what details can you afford to not include, because it just won't make any difference anyway. For an anime picture, the face is the most important. The face is the most important. I could leave the hair unrendered here, blur it, and it'd be done. I don't have to do anything more with the hair. This part here I could also blur and be done with it. It wouldn't really matter either. But if it's going to be printed in something bigger, it would matter because you would tell. Bro, is bro pointing a banana at me? Yeah, it's Leon doing a cool endgame move on someone. But it's a banana. Thanks, Testy. A little bit of professional skimping. Yeah. As I was starting off and learning and all that stuff, I would usually put a lot of effort of detail on parts that it really didn't matter much for. The better you get for like full-on portrait and environmental pictures and stuff like that. The more you zoom out, and then you kind of realize that, well, like actually, like, doesn't matter. Like if I went to do something like these details on everything, then like over here, you can't really tell that much. Who's this guy? Why is he trying to shoot a banana at me? Hey DT, it's my senpai. It's my senpai, Sarugaku Leon. He's a monkey, and he likes to play FPS games. So I thought I would make a cool like action pose for him. But instead of putting a gun on there, because it can be a little bit, a little bit offensive to just have a gun pointed at you, I'm giving him a banana. Because he's a cool guy, but he's also a little silly and funny, so I think it fits it pretty well. All the newcomers are asking the same thing. Yeah, but that's fine. I get to talk about my picture and show it off a bit. I think I'm gonna be putting some colors in here now. I know everything isn't fully rendered, but it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. I'm gonna have to look up the reference. I'm using the actual meme hand that holds a gun for all the memes, you usually see in shorts and stuff like that. I'm using that hand as a reference for the fun of it, but I'm gonna have to look into how the knuckles are shaped and everything. In the meantime, let's just kind of finish up the sleeve. We can put some color on everything. Something I remember after having started to draw in grayscale and stuff like that is I remember someone seeing a picture and they thought it looked really beautiful, and I was like, oh, thank you very much, of course. But they told me after that they're colorblind, so it was really nice for them to, like, very colorblind, almost like full spectrum colorblind. So it was really nice for them to be able to see everything properly, because in a lot of other art, it was kind of tricky to get the like to really see what was going on, and that just made me appreciate values, the grayscales, the shadows, light and shadow, all the more actually. It's like, wow, that's really cool. Actually, I didn't even think about that. They're so cute. Yeah, right. No, same. It hadn't at the time, but I'm like, yeah, if you're actually very colorblind, that's then hues, like the values don't matter, because you will just see similar values anyway. It's just the colors are a little funky here and there, like they kind of blend into each other, right? Nice banana, thank you. Many hours of drawing, of painting fruit has led to this moment where I could just draw this banana without a reference. Worth it. Oh man. Let me figure out this belt, and then I can I'll make something up. Doesn't need to be exactamundo correcto, as long as it has the features. There we go. Let's go with that. How are you, Songwoo? How are you, Desti? How are things going? I want to give him a nice strong shoulder too, because he's like angled, see? So if we make the shoulder stick up a little bit high here, it'll make him look strong. Oh, sorry, Destiny. I'm missing an N. Would you rather me say Destiny? Yeah, that gives him a little bit more shoulder. I think that's cool. I think that's fine. Whatever you want. No, that's fine. I've heard desk. I've heard, you know, I've also seen you like just be called desk, so. My senpai Leon here also enjoys gacha games. As long as you're okay with it, Destiny. I don't want to be calling or giving people nicknames that they just kind of don't like. Too much, I'd say. Maybe so. But he really likes gacha games too, so that's some content that you will see him do. I think he's playing Wuthering Waves right now. I'm not into gacha. You know, if you are, all the better, I suppose. There's a new game out, and hope you enjoy it. But it's not my cup of tea. Also, Wuthering Waves mentioned, yeah. Gambling, technically. Games more specs demanding than Genshin Impact, maybe so. I feel like just animation wise it's got some extra stuff going, yeah. But also optimization could be wrong for PC and stuff, I don't know. Funny, I don't know. I mean, a little bit of gambling is exciting, it's fine. It's not the gacha pool that makes me not be interested in the game. It's the fact that it requires or asks a lot of my time. Like lottery pools systems is nothing new in games. They've been around for like console games for a long time, you know. It got a little scummy when real money was involved, started getting involved, but you know, it's still not something that is new. MMOs have been doing it for a long time. It makes you work. In a way, yeah, the FOMO is quite real. Like I said, the last one I played was Honkai Star Rail, and it got very blatant that they were behind on production or something, because the areas did not change. You didn't get a lot of story, but you did get a lot of grindy events that you should be doing. You should be fighting the same enemy like 50 times every day and stuff like that too, you know. Sure, you could also, if you have the time, you can also see it as a way of like, yeah, well, actually they're giving me a lot of opportunities to collect resources so I can do my polls and everything, so it's all fine. But it's very time demanding. So, and that's generally just why I don't play gacha games. It's fun during the early stages and everything, but then afterwards it's kind of catches up to you a little bit, and you end up putting in a lot of work and you don't get the same amount of rewards that you got early on, you know. But that said, the animations in Wuthering Waves look really good. So production quality is definitely all there, you know. Some would also say like gacha, it consumes a lot of time, but if you keep on top of that a little bit every day, then you can just, you know, like quickly get through the things you need every day. It's also designed to just be kind of maintenance, like a little bit at a time. Especially if you play on mobile, right? Definitely not late. Hello, Mimi. But yeah, the characters tend to be very beautiful in gacha games. Character design, animations, everything is really nice. Let me look at the old sketch here to get a lot here stating the facts. It will be boring since every day looping the same things. Yeah, I feel so, but I do feel like Honkai Star Rail really gave some fun events when I first initially started playing it. There's just one part, like especially with Genshin, I found myself just skipping the story a lot. So I just kind of realized that, you know what, I'm clearly not into this game. If I'm skipping the story, then why am I playing it? The mechanics? Maybe. I was surprised that it's still not concluded ever since it's first started. Like they're not even in a new arc or something, you know? So yeah, you can tell it's designed to keep going until the service gets pulled or something. So I'm like, no. I'm good, thank you. But it's valid though, because a lot of people don't like finishing games. You get me? I've known people like that will play a game and then never finish it because they enjoyed the game or something, you know. They'll play JRPGs but never beat the final boss. It's so silly because they had so many games that they just had not beaten the final boss and everything else was completed. It might be you. Well, that's not something like, you know, the kind of game games like that will, like, you know, the story is not going anywhere, so you can keep enjoying. Stop damaging me like that. Sorry, Plumie, sorry. Sorry. But that is a real thing. That's what I'm trying to say, is that, you know, people don't like finishing games, so a gacha game is perfect in that case. Because they just develop new stuff for you all the time, right? Let's actually just do this a little quick. I don't feel like getting the folds down all correctly and stuff. Easy mode. Yeah, it's the feeling that you don't want the game to end. Exactly. No, that's completely valid. I'm just like, I'm not here to try to poke fun of like, oh lol, people don't finish games. It's just like that essentially makes you like a really good you know, it makes you ideal for the kind of games that will keep giving you updates, you know? Right, I guess it's time for some lights. Lights, camera, action. Let's go, I suppose. Okay, so it's we were talking about putting a fire behind them, right? At least we talked about it last time. Let me put a gradient map in first. We can decide what kind of colors we kind of need. Probably that one, just less dark. No problem, Aki. Welcome back. Speaking of skipping, I saw a YouTube video about why devs don't add a skip button feature. The reason makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Yeah, I get that. Shadowing looks so good though. Thank you. We're gonna put some more color on this. Now this might look a little cursed, so please bear with me. Especially around the face, because I'm not gonna be coloring in his eyes. I don't think I really need to detail this to 4K high resolution stuff, because that would just mean working at this zoomed in situation, get everything sorted out, right? But the picture as a whole might look good already with coloring as it is. I still want to touch up the the hair in the back and everything, and then we, you know, also do a pass through of everything, like fix the edges and stuff. But right now we're just building the we are just building the colors. It's gonna go faster than you think. You blink and you might miss it. The reason I do grayscale is not only for the colorblind people, but it's the fact that the way I color actually uses the grayscale and it lets everything be shaded from the get-go. I'm just gonna use a fill brush for this. Separate this part with the other, should be fine. Yeah, and just mark this here, fill it, thank you, and mark this part here. Done. Yeah, it looks a bit cursed, but like I said, I need to fix this part here too. Can be messy. The whole style is very painterly anyway, so any colors that kind of bleed into others or blend can work with that. It's fine. Gotta love shortcuts. Yeah, they I used to be this kind of like artist that would feel like if I do everything myself, That is the most valid thing. Then a more experienced artist was kind of like, oh, little learning artist, don't you understand that it is the finishing, it is the end concept that is not the end result, that is the thing that people like would pay you for. It doesn't matter as long as you don't use like dubious methods to you know, kind of maybe actually steal someone's picture or trace stuff on like that you're not supposed to. As long as you use the stock images and everything correctly, it is the people won't pay you for the method. People won't pay you for you know, it's like, oh but you know, yeah, we don't like this blue crystal gem cave that you did. We want another one. We want the third one. The other two we're not going to use. But I drew all the crystals myself. It's like, yeah, yeah, well, it's kind of like they wouldn't say this to your face, but like, we're not paying you to draw them yourself. We're paying you to give us the result. Okay, a little bit customizing of the I think he has a little bit more of like a more orangey skin tone, less saturated because of the environment, lighter skin tone. Something like this, I guess, for now. And as I've done before, I like to give the skin a healthy blush with an airbrush. Because, you know, otherwise the skin looks a little dead. Even if you don't have a lot of pink on your skin, just the fact that blood, warm blood courses through your veins, hopefully, it tends to put a bit of blush and a red tone on you. So in order to get that effect, I like to use a slight like pink, almost like a blush. Right, okay. His outfit is generally gray, but like I said before, I've already painted in gray, but we need a little bit of picture highlight to kind of like not picture, color highlights, because uncolored gray tends to not happen in real life. If you have a gray shirt on and you stand, I don't know, next to a traffic light, it's gonna pull the it's gonna have a slight tone of green or red depending on the traffic light, you know. So that's kind of what we're gonna try to work with. First of all, let's get some of the other color in that kind of makes a difference to his design. A bit of a mint, like neon mint green that goes here. It gets slightly yellowed from the already existing color that's there, and that's good because otherwise it would kind of be neon. There you go, like that. It does feel like this is kind of illuminated, so maybe I should actually use a little bit of that on his hair too. Like, you know, kind of give him a little bit of neon effect there to his outfit. That would be cool, actually. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put a little bit of leaking light on his neck. I think that'd be cool. Like he has RGB inside of his outfit. I've seen some clothes that have like lights in them. They look really cool. Okay, Neon Leon, DJ Neon Leon. What else are we missing? We are missing some yellow for the banana. No, I just want to do straight up like this kind of warm yellow. This kind of Donkey Kong yellow. This kind of like special edition Nintendo console yellow. The only yellow, yeah, right? It's like mustard yellow or something. DJ Neon Leon. Oh, look at that healthy color on the yellow. That's really funny. I'm gonna have to tone it down though, to fit everything else. So kind of remove a little bit of the yeah, there you go. Let's do the hair. It's still not, the hair is still not done, but I don't mind doing it like that's a pretty good banana. That banana is gonna get him, like, win him the win of that battle royale. Radioactive banana, like bzzzt. And luckily with these things I could actually paint outside and then just select the face, the what I painted on the face, in order to hopefully get this done easier. Like if I just do this, it speeds things up a little bit since I've already painted the color of the face. This is where I actually use layers. I use the coloring is different layers because of the different adjustments. Now I already picked like a beige, almost like pink color for his hair, because that is kind of what the environment would color it. He normally has brown hair, right? So we change it to overlay or soft light. Overlay. And he has, it's less red and more towards green. Now more like this, right? But because there's fire and stuff, we're gonna put fire in. This is what we get. The last bit of color before we can do some other effects and touch-ups and stuff like that is, of course, the red. I need to check if his sleeve has red on it. Yeah, the whole sleeve is red. Jesus. Alright, well, if the concept says so, then red is red. I'll give you an idea. Oh, thank you, Citri. I'll give you an idea of what the finishing touches are gonna be around, but first then I have to kind of work out the hair a little bit better. It's very impressive. Thank you. Right, we don't have a lot of other red happening except for here, but that one is not really drawn in yet, so I guess it has to be a multiply. Or no. Okay. The rest of him is very very gray on its own, like this part. The shirt he's wearing is kind of gray. Of course, the hair also needs his red highlights. So let's try some of that if it's possible to get with what we currently have. He has one here. The banana and the red sleeve make it pop. Yeah, I feel so too. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna show you what it is to place the character in the background a bit too. Red here. No, this is very bright red. That's fine. Red here. And ultimately red here too. Okay, so the colors are in play. We also still need to color everything in the like the back of the hair and stuff, but yeah, the pop of color really helps a lot. Now the one thing that's going to help a lot too with this part here is that we're going to color the background, and if the background is colored here, it's going to make this part of like his shirt and everything, his uncolored bits are going to like pop, you know. I haven't painted fire or anything like that in a while, so we're gonna try some stuff out. First, let's make up some shapes. Let's make up some shapes. I'm gonna save that one because it looks pretty good. Now, my idea is like under a bridge or something, like something sci-fi. I'm thinking like armored core or something like that with cables hanging or something like under a like a highway bridge or something, right? So, basically, it's almost like a tunnel. It's almost like a tunnel. When we do like a tunnel, like the exit of the tunnel, that's like the exit of the tunnel, right? Like think like parking garage, kind of like, you know, multi-story parking building or something. And then there's like pillars to kind of indicate that there is a structure that's being held up by something. By something like, you know, it's being held up by something. Let's just do one pillar there and then one that's a bit further away there. And I guess I'm not really done with the ground there. I'm not sure. There we go. So we got pillars. We got a pillar that is actually closer to us. So let's make that one a little darker because the light is in the far back. So anything that is closer to us is actually gonna be it's actually gonna be darker. So anything close here should also be kind of dark, away from the obvious light that is coming from behind, from all sides behind, and also from the side here. So okay, we put some structure on top of him. We got a pillar that is close, a pillar that is further away. I kind of feel like I should kind of do something to show that like there's light coming in from the side or something, aside from just the light in the back. Okay. All right, for some extra details, let's try like something darker and put some cables hanging around. Let's make some cables kind of randomly hanging. How do I draw those in a good way? Those are pretty good, the cables there. Let's make that have a cable. Put some more cables there. And this side is kind of illuminated, so we might have to do like bright cable. Something like that. I'm not liking this. It's gonna be it's gonna make it darker there. Okay. So with this general shape behind him, right, we're just gonna blur it, and then we're gonna paint over it. Let's put a significant amount of blur on all that, if my computer can handle it. I might have asked too much. Okay, it's working. 50%. And it should be done. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, so the blurriness actually worked. I'm glad. We're just indicating anyway. Can we use the... No, we can't use that one. But we can do the... cancel. We can do the... make everything darker. There we go. It always becomes art class. I don't mind teaching my tricks. I'm just not gonna do step by steps. I'm just gonna talk you through it. And we need an orange. We need something bright and orange to be in the back. Somehow. Maybe it's maybe it's switching like that. With a little bit of gray in the middle. Something like that. Doesn't matter really, because the background is just gonna get a lot of like lighting effects happening like this. To kind of just, you know, see this. Put in some of that same yellow, touching up the environment. I don't know if that's a bit too bright for it. I'm not sure. I'm testing some stuff out. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the overlay is too much. Yeah, overlay might be too much. The other part of the touching up really is gonna be on him. Which is gonna be essentially, we use the same like yellow orange thing to kind of give the banana a little bit of like a glow. So maybe I should use this. Leon, got the banana. I got it. Checkmate. The hair is still unfinished, but you know, kind of just giving an idea. A lot of this light is not, it doesn't make sense. This is just for the cool of the picture. It is really not realistic light, but you know, we've been kind of playing with the tone. So I'm thinking something like this in general, right? I might have to bring out more of his colors because they kind of get a bit muted by the background. But generally, I feel like it's a cool picture. And we put a little bit of blur in it too. I think it turned out pretty cool as is. We still gotta fix the hair and stuff though. I don't know if like the color balance can be swapped a little bit. The gray tones, like the dark tones, to go more towards red. Oh, yo, that works actually. The shadows can be a bit blue because we do shadows cold, we do light bright, and we do like highlights yellow or something. Highlights orange. Already makes a difference. Just doing some color correction. See. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So it's like generally got built up. Now I get to do the work on the hair. It's a little counterproductive to get back and work on something after I've done the coloring, but I kind of wanted to show you guys what the idea was behind everything. Now, sadly, I have to round up stream within like a couple of minutes. So because of that, I'm actually happy that I could show you what I haven't like intended for this. Now, I reckon I will finish it off on the side, or we do it next art stream. Hey Lizless, I've it's only for a little. Yeah, we're gonna round it up kind of soon, but I'm glad you made it still. I've done this picture with this coloring. And these effects. Basically. But I still need to, render the hair first. It's not that far from being done actually. How are you doing, Lizless? And yeah, 4 hours, it just passes by, doesn't it? Lo-fi and art does that. I think I like this song the best. It's I've completely forgotten that it's on loop. Doing okay, Sleepy, what good. Nice. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Man, I think Leon Senpai is gonna be happy with this. The bro was ready to just retweet the sketch from yesterday, so I think he might like this one. Basically, what I've been doing, like the last steps for the coloring, there's a lot of post effects, as it's called, and that is the advantage, the main advantage of digital art, I would say. I would even say the point that people that maybe paint things traditionally would benefit from maybe taking a picture or scanning their art and then touching it up digitally as well, you know? Because there are a lot of focus effects, a lot of like photography effects, photography tricks, like touching up pictures. Those same tricks apply to your art in one way or another. Composition, you're doing a portrait, it could just as well be a photo, you know, it could be a movie screenshot or something. You can find inspiration and references from a movie. Now that I think about it, if I could have thought of like a situation like this in a movie, I could have just used the freeze frame as my reference, you know, something like John Wick or something like that, you know, because this looks like there would be a pose that you would find in John Wick. Something like an action movie. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'm also glad he likes it. Okay. The hair is still not super duper done, you know? I feel like if I like another half hour, I could just get everything fixed and rendered exactly like the last bit that I would like it to be. It's not bad though, it does the part. Maybe it's good enough. I think it does the job, right? Especially with any kind of like extra effects on it, you wouldn't be able to tell. So yeah, let's check the colors. I figured the red was not gonna be very good there. Can put some red on this part too. You got some work done on your project too? I'm glad, Miri. You do some good art. I may be biased because you've drawn me, but yep. I'm glad you're getting some work done on your project. I'm always happy to hear that people found my art streams like motivating and inspiring in one way or another, you know? Just put a bit of red here too. Definitely, I'm coloring at 2 times the speed. Wow, I actually have like an aura buff. That's cool. Bob Ross of Globie with his own weird hair, with his own not even weird hairdo, but yeah. This banana can live in any place you want. It can be anywhere in your world that you would like. Yeah, I got the hair, don't I? You put a little bit of red here, and then you dip the pencil and you beat the devil out of it. Smack the devil. Can you? Just tapping it. Oh my god. Monkey jump scare. We are blessed by the monkey. Hello. Hey, Leon senpai. I still have some color correction stuff to do though, so it's not done. But yeah, you'll be getting it soon. Checkmate. Got you right where I want you. You thought I would be defenseless, but I have my banana. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Am I Unga Bonga? Do you wanna be Unga Bonga? Say hello to my little friend. Banana. Monkey. You saved me. Why? Monkey. Anyway, it's been really fun to paint this. It's kind of different with the lighting. It's very difficult. I was not sure where we were gonna go, but hashtag trust the process. Confident enough to think that I would be able to do something with this. Now I still like I said, I still have some touching up to do here and there to get it to a point where, you know, I'm happy with. But that said, it's a funny picture. I'm pretty happy with this. Right, let's have a look. Who's doing what? I have a stretch too. Good stretch. Yeah, this is pure magic, isn't it? Look, I'm doing my art. I'm ready to do my art. Ish. Let's round things up. Magic owl. And it was for my short, my language short, where I teach you how to say "Holar." Someone told me what it was in Tagalog. I don't remember. Damn it! I need to go do my own language practice now. Anyway. Vil. Oh, with Bob Ross's voice? Oh. Vil, you may think I beat my banana, but that's not true. Dang it. The magician. Because, you know, my language short says, you know, how to say magician in 4 different languages. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was tricked into saying that. Dang it, they got me. Kamusta. Yeah, I think it's really fun when I do my word of the week. People drop by and say what it is in their language. It's always interesting to see. It's mago. Is it mago too? Magico. I think that might have been the case because I remember it was similar to Spanish. Magician. Magiker. Mágico. Yeah, there you go. It's a very fine line between a mage and a magician when it comes to words. Maiko is just magic, I think. Oh, maybe you say that maybe you call someone magic, like they're magic. That they're magical. Well, welcome everybody. It is the end of the stream. It's been fun. I've had a good time. Who's doing what? Miel senpai. Miel senpai. And Rima. Okay. Thank you for the stream. I'm glad I managed to catch it a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy to. You can watch it back on the VOD if you would like to, but it's always nice to see people drop by. I guess time for Sensei Google. I'd rather work with word of mouth. But yeah. Redirect, go to Mieru. Also, Leon senpai, if you're gonna become a DJ, we found your DJ name, because I was saying that I wanted to do this part here, like this part with your coat or like top bit. It looked like it was like neon lit, you know, so I put it so that it kind of colored a little bit of your neck. So I said neon and people were like, oh, Leon neon. So yeah, DJ Neon Leon, let's go. Yeah, I've set the rate up. Let's think of a good DJ Neon Leon in the house. Yeah, and then you need to like, you need to put on the effects on, you know, on your outfit. I don't know if I even can. Let's see if I can find my effects. Glow? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Neon Leon in the house. Meow, meow, meow. There you go. He's green. Oh, this is too bright. It works for this though. Let's see if I can incorporate that too. Bent. I do have this effect that you guys know. I like this effect too. It's like there's a light coming from the left. It doesn't make sense with my shadow in the back though. But I like it. But yeah, with that said, thank you so much for this week. It's been a fun week of streams. We've done a lot of puzzles. Next week we got a schedule coming up. I'm gonna be starting with Stardew Valley, and I'll be playing another code. This is the drafted schedule. If any changes happen, you will see it by tomorrow. Another code is a puzzle game remake. Very greatly remade actually from what it looks like, so I'm interested in that one. I remember the story being quite nice, so it would be fun to relive it alongside you. I'll be playing it at least for like, I know it's 2 games in 1, but I'm interested in seeing what they did with the first game. So we'll see how long it takes us to beat that. And yeah, then we'll have more art streams. We have Luca senpai and we have Who senpai to draw as well to get those done. So yeah. Then you know what you're in for. Thank you, Hutsu, Otsukare-sama. Thanks everybody. It was fun, and I'm glad we have some lo-fi to play as well while I'm drawing. It just really does it does that little extra. It makes the hills sing. It makes the spirits happy. Hutsu, thank you for dropping by, Leon senpai. I'm glad you saw it. Yeah, the lo-fi was nice. I'm happy we got that. Time flies, but fun stream. That is how that time does still move on, yeah. But we got some more streams next week. So yeah, drop on by. Let's go say hi to Miel senpai. Mielut? Mieluthut. There you go. Raid message. Auru. And Barku. Mieluthut. Basically, Mielo is Miel's greeting and mine is Hoot Hoot. So there we go. Hi yo, thank you. Catch me on Twitter. I'm posting stuff regularly. And stream next week, yes too. Take care everybody. Don't go sabotaging any ACs now. I will not take responsibility. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Plumies. Take care everybody. Stay lovely. I'll see you again soon. You too. Enjoy your weekend. Hoot bye. Hoot hoot. Oh man, the chaotic Plumies. Alright. Bye everybody.